Hi everyone. Welcome to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. I'm Raven. This is Rowley. We're planning going on a life-changing adventure tenting and car camp glamping wherever the wind takes us. We're inviting you to go along. And last week I talked about the modifications to those plans that had developed within the past year, and especially the previous week. This week I'll be talking about packing the car, caravans, invitations, plans for future trips. If you're curious, please join me on this journey and continue to watch. Last week I talked about the modifications to plans that I had made the year before, and the things that had developed, especially the previous week. This week, I'll be talking about packing the car caravans, women's caravans, invitations, and plans for future trips, all within 5 months. I found locally a women's caravan camp that I'm going to be camping with I'm going to be camping with them for a week, okay? Somewhere along the line of meeting these women, we've done Zoom and that kind of stuff. I've inherited a trifold mattress, but almost immediately found someone else who needed it more than I did. I had already saved the cushions from the deconstruction of the booth that was here, so that I could use it in the car if I was going to do it just car camping. But it also fits the cot perfectly, so I could use it on there too. So I already had a mattress, but this other young woman didn't. So I have to pass it on to her when we get to the meetings, when we get to the place. First trip I plan to take, I'm sorry, my nose is trying to do things. The first trip I planned to take was moved due to the date of this caravan. So my first trip will be in a caravan of, I don't know, maybe 50 women, who knows. And then the second trip will be on a spiritual retreat, a women's spiritual retreat. Only women are allowed. And I'll be boondocking with them. And then and then somewhere along the line I'll return home, of course, and do some reviews, things like the cots, for instance, and the different toilet things that I've tried out that I'm taking with me, and maybe even different ways of working with Rowley food. I've got moist packets. I got the little package, so I don't have half cans of food sitting around getting spoiled, stuff like that. Anyway, we'll talk about food, what food I took. Okay, let me see. And then there's June. Oh, this is all of that other stuff is in May. In June, I'll be up into parts of California, up into the national parks up there to meet a friend I have never met before. We've been talking, doing business for 10 years, and I've never met her, and I would love to. And then there's a young man, a gentleman, also that I have been working with probably for about 8 years, that I would like to meet him also. So I have to get hold of him. At any rate, so while I'm up there. So at any rate, the drive is going to take me somewhere between 8 and 10 hours, depending upon which route I go, because I really hate being on highways. So I figured I'd drive 5 hours, camp somewhere, boondock or at a campground or something for a day, maybe even 2, because I'll take the tent with me, and then meet them, because I'm going to meet them at a campground. So I'm not driving through the cities or any place like that, if I can help it. So they are also campers. So we'll meet at one of the national parks, which is kind of cool. Okay. And then I figured, well, I'd come back by a different route and take 2 day or two to make that 10-hour journey, 8-hour journey, and camp someplace else, on the way. Under no circumstances do I expect to be out of cell phone range. Okay, that's a no-no anyway, especially if you're a beginner boondocker. You don't go someplace where your cell phone doesn't work. And then there's July. So I think I have relatives coming in July. So I want to take them to places like the ocean or Death Valley or whatever that's around here. So anyway, so here I am getting ready to go on a trip. I've got all but one item has managed to make delivery, and that may be sitting over in the mail room right now. I have to go over and see. And that's called a P-style. That's it's a tool so that us women can stand and pee. I have another one too, a different kind with a soft body. This one has a hard body. I mean, I'm not sure. This is what people are saying. I haven't gotten it yet. And of course, I've got different types of containers, but we'll talk about that some other time. So anyway, so I figured, okay, I got some time. Let me start packing the car. My back has been doing me in. I'll put some videos here and there so you can see how my back is really trying to do me in. I'm shuffling around, barely making it. Anyway, this pad is 20 feet by 8 feet. So I figured I'd start by packing stuff and putting them in zones. So I'm going to start with the house first. Take out the tent. But anyhow, so I decided, okay, Tuesday I'm going to start packing the car and see if I can get it in some kind of systematic order, and pack the living room here and pack the bedroom here and the dining room over there, that kind of thing. Kitchen. Of course, we're talking about a tent here. So, but I got about halfway through that. Well, actually, I didn't. On Tuesday, I was going to do that. I got up bright and early, got my energy all together, walked out the door so I could walk Rowley, and it was drizzling. I said, wait a minute. I just looked at the weather. They said 0 precipitation for the next 30 days, so it drizzled. And it was just cloudy enough and drizzly enough so that I really didn't want to put things like a bedroll out on the concrete. So I didn't do that Tuesday. On Wednesday, I tried to do that. Wednesday, and now you'll see the picture of me shuffling with my back, trying to do things. I never did finish the whole deal. But then again, I'm not going away today anyway. So slowly but surely. Okay, so anyway. And then I start packing the car, and I'm walking back and forth, and I'm talking and realize, and after I did all of that, at some point, Rowley knocked over the tripod, and my phone, I was fortunate, I don't know why, but that particular day I took some hair thingies and tied the phone onto the tripod, because it used to keep slipping off, and one of my major fears was that my phone was going to crash and burn, and that was it, So he knocked over the tripod. The bands held in place so that the phone never touched the ground. But that was the end of filming for the day. And I realized too that when I finally uploaded the videos and the camera kept cutting out and all kinds of crazy stuff, that you couldn't hear anything I was saying anyway. But I'll show you the video and I'll talk over it a little bit so that you know what's going on and it doesn't look like me just being weird. Okay. And then so My plan too was to Tuesday and Wednesday pack the car, Thursday waterproof the tent, Thursday, Friday, Saturday waterproof the tent, because we're not allowed to set up tents in this park. So I figured I'd lay them flat and waterproof one side, that kind of a thing. Yeah. Anyway, the wind is sailing kind of wind. You could push a boat if there was a boat to be had in the desert. You know what I mean? So I'm not using any kind of spray can in that wind. That's the way life happens. Rowley report. I've been putting him in the car a lot so he can get used to being in his seat. I have a raised seat in the front passenger seat for him that hooks him into, it's like a little box, and it clips on so he can't go flying all over the car. He's not happy. He's not really happy about the car, but he's getting better while being in the car. He doesn't want to get in the car. I have to pick him up, put him in there. He hasn't jumped in ever willingly. He has jumped out willingly, too willingly. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I know you don't want to go. You don't like the car. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go, Rowley. Come on, let's go. I'm going to have to come pick you up, huh? You don't like the car. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. See that? It's not so hard. Oh, it is it? Okay, well, come on. I guess I have to put the camera down. Just got to pick you up. Otherwise, Rowley is doing very good at meeting new people and dogs. He's beginning to let people come up to him and other dogs. We actually were in the dog run, and another woman came in with her dog, and I'm trying to tell her, don't come in here because he's gonna, and they didn't. He didn't care about the other dog. Never know, right? Okay, so anyway, along with 2 phones, I decided to dig out one of my old phones. It had an excellent camera, and use it as a camera. And that way, my phone that is hooked up to the world is safe. I'm going to try a bunch of different things because this is all new to me. Hey, I'm going to go out and see the world and record my thoughts and adventures along the way. And I'm sure Rowley will have something to say too, for sure. So I hope you join us, okay? And please subscribe to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. And share, please share this video. Like and ring the notification bell, and don't forget to click on Show More to see the descriptions and the links below. The links in the description below. So you take care of you and yours, okay? And blessed be.